Hi everyone, I'm author and artist J. Edward Neill, making another video for you here on YouTube. First, a little bit about myself. Like I said, I'm an author primarily. I've written 23 books as of the time of this video, mostly dark fantasy, horror, and sci-fi, but I do have a line of nonfiction books for coffee tables, and I'm going to talk about some of that today. I'm also an artist. I like to paint acrylics on big canvases, usually, some small ones. And I sell that on a great website called Society6, and I also sell the original canvases on my personal website, downthedarkpath.com. So I like to paint, I like to write, and I like to drink wine. First today, I wanted to talk about my most popular book. It's actually my bread and butter. I did not expect to write this book. It is called 101 Questions for Humanity. It's a thin little book. 101 Questions for Humanity is actually the first book I wrote for my coffee table philosophy series, which is 10 books long now. Basically, it's exactly 101 pages long and has exactly 101 questions. This was the first one I wrote, and the questions are pretty simple in this one. They're kind of about human relationships and people's viewpoints on life, and the whole point is you break it out at a party and you get the conversation started between a lot of different people. You just read it and you get people's answers, and super simple. Later books get a little bit more in depth. There's a sequel direct to 101 Questions for Humanity called 101 Deeper Questions for Humanity. But this one is my most sold book. Sold better than all my dark fantasy stuff, all my science fiction. I just got to kind of live with the fact that nonfiction is a great seller. And I had a lot of fun writing these books. The research process was basically me going out to bars, clubs, and restaurants and approaching people, usually strangers, with philosophical questions, deep life stuff. And you would think people would be taken aback or put off by that, but most people, almost everybody, you ask a good question and they want to give their opinion. They want to talk about what their viewpoint of the universe is. And so I think that's why these books are pretty great. Great conversation starters. I wanted to talk about another book today. It's a book I'm doing a big promo on coming up here. It's my second dark fantasy epic, kind of my favorite book I've ever written. It's called Dark Moon Daughter. And this is the only book in the series that Amanda Makepeace did not do the art for. But I still like this cover. The cover character's name is Andalusia. Dark Moon Daughter is the second book in a big series I like to call Tyrants of the Dead. But it's also a standalone book. You can read it by itself, and you don't have to read the other two books in the series. It's the shortest book in the series, and despite its title, it's also probably the least dark, like gloomy and grim book that I've written in that series. It's basically about a woman. She's starting to realize she has black magic powers. Not just regular magic, but like dark, sort of evil magic. And she doesn't know what to do. She feels it growing inside of her. So she runs away from this idyllic, great life to chase down this power and learn more about it. And she thinks that if she goes far from home, she'll discover good things about herself. But that's not what happens. You can see those eyes in the background. Yeah, that's not good stuff. That's bad stuff that she runs into. And most of the book is about how she copes with the completely unexpected horror of what her dark magic is actually meant for. So pick up Dark Moon Daughter. I think you'll love it. It's more along the lines of adult fantasy. It's not like Harry Potter or anything. It's got some dark themes, but I think it's still a wide, broad audience appeal book. Check it out if you can. All right, well, today I want to do something that I've never done in any of my videos before, and that's talk about my painting, my art. And I'm going to put some up here and show you guys just a little bit of my style. This one's called The Abyss. You can't really see it all in there, but it's a medium-sized canvas that I did. It's like a black tree on a stark red background. I had so much fun painting it. The original is on sale on my website. But honestly, I love it on my wall, so if it never sells, hey, no big deal. I've got another one. I'm going to try to fit some of it on the frame here. kind of see it there. Pretty big canvas right there. My second favorite theme of things that I like to paint are like dark cities and stark landscapes and stuff like that. Like room centerpieces for people who like art that's a little bit less, I guess, mainstream or whatever. Dark trees, dark cities, spooky stuff, Halloween-esque kind of stuff, but without cheeseball, like, I don't know, stuff you'd buy at Party City kind of stuff. So anyway, those are two of my paintings. I've done a whole bunch of hundreds of canvases just here in my little tiny art room. Almost all of them you can see on my website, downthedarkpath.com/paintings. You can check them out, give them a look. And you can also check all my books out, all 23 of them on sale on my website, downthedarkpath.com/books. Anyway, this has been really fun, guys. I like making these videos. And I hope you'll come see me for my next one. And I hope you all have a good evening.